So, Zach, do you mind telling us a bit about how you became a Jim's Laundry Services franchisee, the training process, how you first inquired? Do you mind giving me a rundown of that, please?
Yeah, sure. I was telling Charles earlier when we were in the car and we were travelling, I've kind of always had a fascination with laundromats. I don't know why, it's just one of those things. And I was always looking into it. And I was driving on the freeway, and as I was heading towards the airport, where I was working, I had to travel every month. And then as I was driving, I saw this massive sign that said Jim's Laundry. And I was like, oh, that looks interesting. They're saying franchise wanted. And I'm like, all right, let me take a look at it. So I went, you know what, if I can't buy a laundromat, maybe I can look at doing something to do with laundry and see what this is all about. So I made an inquiry. And then what I did is I spoke to Bill. Bill said, let's organise an appointment. Went in. Believe it or not, the head office is right down the road from my house. So it was like literally a 3-minute drive. Popped in, spoke to Bill, worked out what it was all about, and he pretty much explained to me. He said, "Look, it's a business that you can run how you want to run it. You can either run it from home if you want to do that. You can set up machines at home and run it that way, or there's some franchisees that are running straight out of a laundromat. And same situation like here with Sean, right? He's got a laundromat and he's added laundry services and Jim's brand across it to add more clients into it. So that's how I kind of came across it.
So how has becoming a franchisee with Jim's Laundry Services impacted your life?
It's definitely given me a lot more flexibility in my day, where normally I was working a 9-to-5 job and I decided to take on a franchise with Jim's. It allows me to actually schedule my own hours. For myself, I like to start my day early. So what I do is I go out there and I pick everything up early in the morning. Then I'll go back, I'll get everything washed up, and sometimes I'm done by 2 o'clock. Other people are still working till 5, and I'm done. It gives me the opportunity to go pick up my daughter from school. Like today, as an example, I'm going to go pick her up later on today because my wife's got an appointment. So it's fantastic, and that's probably one of the key things.
Wonderful. So you definitely do have that flexibility to work according to your own hours.
100%. If you want to work 7 days a week, you can work 7 days a week. If you want to work 3 days a week, you can do the same. It all comes down to how much do you want to make and how much time do you want to spend on your business.
Wonderful, wonderful. I guess that's the flexibility about the gym system, is that you dictate when you want to work,
Correct.
how long you want to work for, and what you want to make. And I think that's the best benefit as part of being a Jim's franchisee across the board.
Well, that's it. So from someone like myself who's always liked a side hustle, if someone wants to do it as a thing that they've got a full-time job, they're not loving it, they want to bring some extra income in for their family, it's a good thing to do. As long as you can coordinate how many hours you want to do, will it work with your schedule, are you willing to work weekends, you can do that. I've got another business that I run, but I've also got Jim's Laundry as well. And the reason I like it is because I have the flexibility of doing both. So some days I bulk up a full laundry day for myself, days, and other days I do my other business. And so for me, that's where I like the flexibility. And when I want to shut them all down, I just shut everything down. And the Jim's Laundry was able to give me the opportunity to be able to do both. By having a full-time job, I chose to have, because I already had the other business as my side hustle, I merged them together and it became my full-time thing.
Okay, I think that's one of the best things about our division particularly, is that it's quite flexible for those who want to do it,
100%.
Whether it's part-time, whether it's full-time. And later today we'll actually be speaking to franchisees who do this full-time, but also a franchisee in Sean's position who actually has a laundromat and is running this really passively with staff. So I guess it's quite broad in terms of whether you're a single parent wanting to do this as a part-time income, or whether you're full-time, fully committed to this and want to grow this to have staff, or whether you're a laundromat owner. I think there's a wide range of individuals who do definitely suit this lifestyle and this brand.
And I think it's important to note that anyone can do it. As you said, anyone can do this and make it part of their lifestyle. It's just you have to make the choice and the decision.
Exactly right. I mean, our services are really simple. You put the garments in a washer, soon it'll be put in a dryer, and then it's just got the folding part. And I guess the best part about our business and the most important part is just communication with the client.
100%.
We've definitely seen your interaction with your previous client, and I think that's what's really impressive to see. You know, that's why they might want to come on as a regular, just because of how you communicate with these individuals, you know. And
that's what it comes down to, right? It all comes down to communication. From the moment you get that first lead, as an example, because that'll be your first intro in, they say 2 hours, right? My whole thing is 10 minutes to 15 minutes. Unless, if you're driving and so forth, if you see the text message and it pops up on on your phone or in your car display or whatever it may be, and you've got a chance to pull over, just pull over. It takes nothing to make that quick phone call. So don't actually pick up, drop a quick text. At least you've done the first initial part saying, okay, we're here. And a lot of times when I speak to the potential clients, they're like, wow, that was fast. I literally just got off the phone with the call center. I'm like, yeah, I know. Okay, we work fast around here. And then you start the interaction, and then what happens is they become customers at the start, and they become clients. And a lot of times they become friends, as you probably would have seen earlier with my barber.
Exactly right. And I think with the experiences that you would have had thus far, you'll definitely come to realise that we do provide a lot of value to these individuals, especially in the sector of NDIS participants. Do you have any stories like that you'd like to share from participants or from individuals who've told you that you've been quite impactful with the work that you do with them?
I've got a couple of stories, but I'll make them really brief because I could talk probably forever. So we've got NDIS customers, we've got aged, elderly people as well that we manage, and we do their laundry for, their ironing or whatever it may be. I've had one customer that actually said to me, he's a client now, he actually said to me, he goes, it's great having your service. He goes, he had a bit of an incident with another contractor, like in laundry or anything like that, and he said to me, he turned up one day and he looked at his cameras when I got there, and he said to himself, now that's a person that knows what they're doing, because they're able to communicate well, able to have a laugh when you get there, be understanding about if you're not going to be there or whatever it may be, and also look at stuff that they want to do. He had a pants and he couldn't find anyone to alter it, so we took it upon ourselves. We found someone a local business within my area that was able to take the pants away. He kind of brought them up to where he needed, stapled it pretty much where he needed to be. We took it away, we got it done for him. Didn't charge him. I just thought, like sometimes you just got to help out where you can. Took it back to him. He was so happy with it, and now we just keep getting repeat work from him. Right? It's just one of those things.
Wonderful. And I think the great system about gyms is the training itself. So with us, you go through a 2-week intensive. The first week at Gym's national office, but the second week at Gym's Laundry Services headquarters, about sort of the training and how to actually have these interactions and what to do in these circumstances. How have you found the training provided by Gym's with your experience?
Training was great. Going to the head office, that was that first week that you go in there, they teach you everything you need to know about a business, right? From how to get an ABN created to how to open up a bank account, how many bank accounts to have, how you should talk to customers one-on-one. Jim Penman's coming out and he's telling everyone, our motto in life is about customer service. Customer is number one, right?
Exactly right, yeah.
And so it's good to actually see that the message is from top down and it gets given to everyone. So there's different topics about from health and safety to bookkeeping to customer service to social media, which plays a very important part in today. And that's just in the head office. Then you've got 3 days of food, so you can put some weight on it as you do that, as everyone probably tells you. And then you go away from that, and then you go do your franchisee training. So for us, for laundry, we're able to go into the head office, we're able to go to a laundromat where the facilities are, and we're taught from day one. So as you saw me put on the gloves, we were taught that in training. It's just the little things like that you don't really think of. Like at home, you just pick up your clothes and you throw them in the wash, right? Yeah. But when you're dealing with people's clothing, check their pockets, put on the gloves. It's the little things like that. How do we speak to them? How do you communicate with them? It gets retold every single time, so it gets stuck in your head. So again, customer 101 service is what it's about, and how to handle the clothing. Now, if you get stuck, you can always ring someone and ask, hey, I've got this, what do I need to do? It's just the little things that you won't be able to do on your own because you just don't know. There's other people that have had experience that are able to pass on that knowledge to you.
Exactly right. And one of the things about our services is that we try to keep our standards as professional as possible, because this is quite a new service for everyone, and we've only been around for 2 or 3 years, but we want to demonstrate to society that you can professionally get your laundry conducted. So that's why we make sure that we do everything within our powers, including the detergents that we use and the systems and practices that we have to make sure it's professional as possible.
And we're not just washing clothes, we're actually providing a service to the community for those that can't. There's mothers out there and families out there that have got 2 or 3 children and they just can't keep up, right? And what we do is we take away that headache so they can focus on what they need to focus in their household. We'll come there, we'll pick it up contactless as well. You know what I mean? They don't even, half the time we only communicate by phone if we have to, or photos as we take things and we drop them off, and text messages. And it works really well. We're there to ease a bit of that pain and to help out the community as much as we can.
Yeah, definitely.